Hello, I am Chastity White Rose, and I have a very special live stream planned for this episode. Now, anybody who follows me knows that I'm a serious hardcore Tetris player. Like, you have no idea. I can spend like sometimes 4 hours in a night, and sometimes I don't even realize how late it's getting because I'm playing Tetris so long, practicing things, trying new moves, trying to improve my 40-line sprint time. I'm still far from the best. There have been people who are older than I am who've been playing for 30, 40 years, and they're pros, far beyond I could possibly be at this point. However, I have been searching for the perfect Tetris opening that could be used reliably more often than others. And so let me explain what I mean. A Tetris opener is where depending on what blocks you get at the start of the game, you set them up in a way that then is specifically designed to do this thing and then another thing and then another thing. Just like openings in chess, the same principle applies, except the randomness of the pieces in Tetris makes it difficult. But all modern Tetris variants use the seven bag system, where each seven pieces are guaranteed to contain one of each of the seven types. And then it's randomly reshuffled. So you never know which order the pieces are coming in, but you know they're going to be all evenly distributed. So I'm going to show you the ET cannon or the extra T-spin cannon. Now there is an article on Hard Drop about this, but there are hundreds of openings on Hard Drop. So believe me, it took a long time for me to even find this page. And once I found it, I emailed myself the link so that the next day I could look at it more in depth because it looked like something special. And believe me, it is. So I'm going to try to set up my stream some more. This could be a long one because what I need to do is I need to actually play some games of Tetris in some way in order to show you how this system actually works. So what I should do, because I intend to do this with commentary, I'm going to load up Tetrio. Now I could do it in the little app that I download Windows, but I think I'll just do it in the browser. So let me see if I can get this to work. Let me try. So first, I'm gonna go to Tetrio. Okay, so it's gonna be running in a tab. Okay, and I need to go to config and change the settings. I like the music in Tetrio, but I have to turn it off. I'm going to turn the music and the sound effects off so that I can just talk and explain what I'm doing here. So I'm going to go into, well, I can either do custom or I could do Zen mode. But before I choose my game type, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn on my sharing feature, and I want to share the Chrome tab that has Tetrio running. Okay, let's see here. And let's see, I don't want to share the tab audio because I'm going to be just speaking about what I'm doing. Okay, so let's see now. So I think it's showing. So let me see what's the best layout. There's that one which shows it pretty big and then shows me there. This one where it's full screen. This one where it's like that. What is the best way for me to do this? Because I need it to show fairly big. Well, I like that one, but I also like this. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going I could either do custom or I could do Zen, but Zen is a quick start. So let me go to Zen mode. And Zen mode is basically like a practice mode where you can change things. So you see the Tetris block is falling there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the gravity to sub-zero because that stops the blocks from falling, giving me infinite time to place them in the way I want. So let me see how things are looking so far. Okay, so checking my stream here. Okay, there's that, like that. So you can see me on the left side, but you can also see the touch screen. But this actually looks a lot better, much better, I think. Okay, this layout will work fine for now. I'm using StreamYard as my streaming service, by the way. And this is a live stream, so you can comment right now as I'm recording this. And before I get started, it's time for some caffeine, because for a stream like this, I'm going to need my caffeine, trust me. And when you play a lot of Tetris, you need your caffeine because it can get intense. You need to be at your top of mental focus. Okay. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a few things. There is an opener, and here's the basic principle of how it works. It can theoretically result in a perfect clear every single time if done right. However, the first bag is a little bit tricky. It's kind of tricky here. So here's how it's going to work. I place this block here, this block here. This works because I have the time I need to place them in the correct spot. So they have to be placed like this. Wait a minute. Where's the T block? Oh, I need to reset. Okay, there's no T block. Okay, I have to reset it because I was in the middle of previous playthroughs. Now we've resetted Zen mode. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to place this and this. Then I'm going to place this, 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 and this. Now that's the first 7 pieces placed. It's very important to understand this because, so you see all 7 pieces. It has to be placed exactly like that. And so you see the T block has to be on top of those other blocks. The green block has to be on top of the red block. So there is a chance that this won't work at the very start, because if your first 2 blocks are the green and the purple, the T and the S as they're formally called, it won't work, but there is an alternative way, simply reversing everything. It also works instead. So let me check, see if everything's still working. Yes, everything's still working right now. So let me proceed to place the second bag. Now this is tricky because sometimes it requires soft drops. And soft drops are when you press down and it, here's like that's a soft drop, but it goes fast because my settings are configured a certain way. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch pieces. I'm going to place the blue piece there. I'm going to place this orange piece here, this red piece here, this the cyan piece there, then the yellow one there, and then I'm going to soft drop this and move it there. Now you see what I've done there is I have set up a location for a T-spin. And T-spins are a central aspect of this. So I put the T block down here, rotate it, and it stays that way because the gravity's off. But if I press space bar, then it's there, you see. So that's the first T-spin. Now it's possible to do another T-spin. Check this out. I put this here, this here, this here, this here, this here, this here, and then I have to put it in that area. Now we have what's called a T-spin triple. And here's how it works. Check this out. This one goes down here, then there, and then space bar. That's a T-spin triple, folks. One of the easiest to build. And T-spin triples are probably the hardest concept to get. I'm good at T-spin doubles, but T-spin triples I'm not good at. But this is a pattern. I probably spent 8 hours playing using this method, so I memorized all the steps. So look at this. I'm going to place this here, going to place this here, put that over there, and then look at this. I'm going to put that down there. Then I'm going to rotate it, move it over. That's some acrobatics, isn't it? And I'll put this here, and we're going to place this long block over here. And then that's all of those. Now time to switch to the T piece. Put it down, rotate it, space bar. Now look at my screen right now. See what we have here is we have my screen. This is the setup after 4 bags have been placed. We have done 4 bags of pieces. So that means 4 times 7 pieces is 28 pieces exactly. And we have this gap. Now here's the part where it gets weird, okay? Because there are ways to completely fill this. And there are technically 153 solutions. And if you look at the links in the description of this video, you will find links to more information where you can see some of the solutions. Now, I can see here, it's possible that I could screw this up. I can see here that I have the J block, blue J block, the yellow O block, and the cyan long block, or the I block. So here's the trick. Look at how these fit together. I'm going to put the blue block here, then I'm going to put the long block there, then I'm going to rotate that there, and then I'm going to, yes, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, I switch, I put that there, that there, that there, and the final piece, the T piece, all clear. That is a perfect clear. And when you do a perfect clear, so there's been 35 pieces placed, then we start with a blank board, meaning we have the opportunity to start all over again. Let's see if I can pull off the perfect clear 2 times in a row. Let's see if it works. I'm going to place that there, that there, that there, there, there. Yep, see, I placed the first bag again, exactly as it was before. So now let's do this part again. There, 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 there. That's the second bag. Now it's time for our T-spin, our first T-spin that we did. This, 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 this. Time for our T-spin triple. Let's do it again. Okay. So now it's time to place this one down here. And then, okay, yeah, I can't place the T piece. So let's do this. Okay. Now this is where it gets a little bit tricky, because I need to place this here, but there is a problem. You see, this O piece needs to go in that little square area. So there's a trick. I need to temporarily turn on the gravity, because if I don't, I will accidentally make it go too far. And my roommate is running the garbage disposal, so you probably hear that. Okay, so you see the yellow block is falling out. And then I'm going to slide over. You see, I did it. Now I will turn the gravity back off. When you're playing an actual game of Tetris, you don't have the option to turn the gravity off anyway, so you wouldn't be doing that. I simply turned it off for the purpose of explaining the process of how this is working. So I have that. Now time for the next T-spin. So now what do we have here? We have different set of pieces that we did the first time, but there's a solution. I put this here, I put this here, then I put this here, and check it out. Another T-spin. And that's just plain luck right there. This here, and that is the second perfect clear in a row. Now, the only reason that I would not be able to pull off a perfect clear in a given moment is simply for the fact that either I wasn't able to place the first bag correctly, or I put the pieces in the wrong order in the fifth bag. So let's see here. I'm going to check my stream again. Nope, no comments here. But here, what we see in my game currently, see how we have the green one and the purple one? Well, here's where it gets interesting. Now, this is a live stream, so I could completely mess this up. Let me see though. Yeah, this is difficult. So I'm going to have to do the reverse method. And I hope I do this right. So we're going to have to do that. I'm simply placing the pieces in the reverse order just for the demonstration to show you that this works. It works. We place the pieces in reverse order. So just the first bag is simply flipped, horizontally. It's just flipped backwards. So I'm using different pieces here. I'm going to drop this down here. Then I'm going to put that there, that there, that there, that there, that there. It's a mirrored image of the correctly placed second bag. Another T-spin. Okay, that's pretty good. Now we're going to put that one there and that one there. And this here. Okay, this here. That there. See, because this is backwards, I have to go even slower because this is not the orientation I'm used to. So, yes, T-spin triple in the reverse method. So even though I had a bad setup, the fact that I can reverse the method means that technically this is a 100% guaranteed setup. And if you ever thought you'd see that in Tetris, I mean, you probably didn't think you'd ever see anything quite like that. Now, this is where it gets a little bit uncomfortable, you see, because I have that same problem with the O block, and I can't switch blocks because then I end up having the T block before I need it. So, time to just turn the gravity on temporarily. Yep, we're gonna get that over there. Yes, I got it. Okay, then we'll turn the gravity off. And then let's see if we can complete the setup. So now we have, this goes down there. Okay. Did I do it wrong? Yes, I got it in there. Can you believe I can do those acrobatics? That's just insane, I tell you. So now we're going to do our T-spin. Okay, so how can I do this? Okay, let's place this here, this here. Oh man, that's some really freaky stuff going on. Now this is difficult because if I place that there, I don't get the T piece yet that I need. So this could be a little bit challenging. See, because I didn't research this, if I had my T pieces next one, I know there is a solution for this, but I'm not entirely sure if I'll be able to pull it off. But there is a way to look up there's a website where you can look up the solutions to the puzzle. But this could prove to be just a little bit more difficult than I had anticipated. So let's see here. Okay. Yeah, I have a weird feeling about this. Hmm. Yeah. Oh man, that's some pretty crazy stuff. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, this is where it's difficult because I know there is a solution, but okay, here's what I'm going to do. Because of the fact that I want this to go well, I am going to look up the solution to this puzzle. There is a solution. I know that there is because I've researched it extensively, but I don't have this one memorized. So, in other words, I'm going to have to, and everything is kind of backwards too, which makes things a little bit difficult. Because I've already placed a few pieces. Let's see here. I placed a few pieces there already. So I need to find a solution based on how I have already placed the pieces, but I have to mentally flip them in my mind in order to do it right. So let me go to the link that has the popular solutions. I'm going to view the list, and I'll show you the list later. But okay, I have that there. Yeah, how strange. So let's see. There's one like that. One like that. Oh, okay. That one looks awfully suspicious there. I think there is a solution. Well, you know what? I'm going to go for it. I'm just going to go for it. I see something that might kind of work. So what I'm going to see if I'm right. I don't know if it's going to work or not. This could be a real mess. Okay. Yeah, this is not at all what I had planned on. So I may have messed this up because I moved some pieces before I was truly ready for such a thing. Well, it is sad, and the fact that they were reversed did not help me. But I do want you to know that this is a 100% method, but I've butchered it because if you get one piece dropped in the wrong area, it doesn't work. So this is actually not the most reliable method to be used for battles against other people because of the fact that one screw up basically costs you the game, and then you have this huge mess. So unfortunately, I did not get the third perfect clear in a row. I did not get it this time. However, I still want to show you.
The mind just on the body's knocked out in our dreams.
Okay, my roommate's just being weird, so distractions. This is real life. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to show you the solution chart. Okay, let me see. I want to show the solution chart. Okay, I'm going to go to the home tab. Let's see here. And this is a Japanese website that I'm trying to show here. So I hope you can see this. Yeah, it looks kind of weird. Let me just do this full screen. Now, this is the solutions page. This is the page that has solutions 1 through 50. There's 2 more pages that have solutions 50 through 100, and then there's 101 through 153. Okay, so see this? This is a chart of the solutions. So theoretically, if you look up your solutions correctly, if you have them either memorized or if you pause your game, if it's the kind of game that allows you to pause, and you can remember what your piece is, your current piece, as well as your piece queue that's coming next, then you can look at the chart, you can look up the solution to that puzzle, and these have percentages, and I'm not sure exactly what that means. Perhaps it's the percentage of getting those pieces in that order. But there are so many solutions to this puzzle. And so they actually, I'm pretty sure somebody used a computer program to look up these, to do all the hard work of finding what all the solutions were. And so if you look at some of these solutions, you'll see that like the yellow O block in the perfect 26 solution has to be placed before the red Z block. So this is what makes it complicated, is some of these are really hard to pull off and they are not easy to memorize. So the only error is the human error. Yeah, so it's only human error because the method itself is perfect. Now, I think I have an idea. Because I want practice, I have been practicing. I have created a map. I created a map using JSTRS. I don't think Tetrio allows you to create your own Tetris maps. However, JSTRS does. I want to publish the map, but unfortunately, until I have 3 hours of game time on JSTRS, it won't actually let me.
We're expecting sleep.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to...
See, when you sleep, the mind shuts down the body, so we don't act out in our dreams.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my maps so I can play my ET Cannon Bag 5 map that I created.
Yep, your eyes, you can't move.
Okay. So what I'm going to do now, I could just do full screen share, but it gets really complicated with the infinite mirror glitch that shows. So I'm going to now show my JSTRS Chrome tab. Okay. So let's see. Can you see? There you can see it. I wonder if I can make it even bigger. Oh, and Lucifer's acting up.
Paralysis.
Yeah, see, my roommate is occasionally possessed by the devil.
When you sleep, the mind
And I don't know what to do about it.
act out in our dreams.
Also, he seems to have Tourette's. I think you mentioned that. Let's see. I think that, I don't know if it will actually get better. Well, anyway, this will work. The pieces fall. There's no way to stop the gravity in JSTRS. So, but I'm going to show you, see, at the start of this map I created, it has that gap. So this is how I practice filling that gap. So here's how it works. I'll try that. I will try that. I'll try that.
Expecting sleep paralysis.
Let's see here.
The mind and body act out in our dreams.
Yeah, that time it didn't work, but I can just refresh. So this one will work because I do that. I can do that,
You can't move.
that, that. There you see, that's a perfect clear. This is my special map that I simply use the gray blocks to show the created area. Now let me try this one. That one will go there. That one will go there. Let's see here. I have a feeling that there's got to be
You're
some.
expecting sleep paralysis. See, when you sleep, the mind shuts down the body, so we don't act out in our dreams.
Okay, yeah. See that it doesn't always work. Only because I don't have all 153 solutions memorized. So at this
You
point,
open your eyes, but you can't move.
I'm just basically messing around trying to get this to work. Yep, doesn't always work, but as you see, this is my practice method. The method works perfectly for the first 4 bags without having to, you just have to memorize the way they look or mentally reverse it in your
When you're
mind,
expecting sleep paralysis.
like I did before.
You see, when you sleep, the mind shuts down the body, so we don't act out in our dreams.
Yep, this is strange. So anyway, you get the basic idea of how this works. It can be a
You
little
open your
bit
eyes, but you can't
challenging.
move.
Okay, now this, yes, I got it. I got that solution. But that's the basic idea. The ET canon is a very special method. I'm going to see if I just look up the ET canon on here. Yeah, the first result is on the Hard Drop Wiki,
When you're expecting sleep,
and you can see it here.
you see, when you sleep, the mind shuts down the body, so we don't act out in our dreams.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
How do you
Here's
open
the
your eyes if you
hard
can't
drop
move?
page for the extra T-spin cannon. I abbreviated ET cannon. So what I was showing you through gameplay, I had memorized the placements for the first bag, second bag, third bag, fourth bag, and then these are 17 of the solutions for the fifth bag. But there's 153, and the link to the other pages can be found by clicking this
You're
link
expecting
from the
sleep
hard drop wiki.
paralysis.
There's also a perfect clear after 8 lines. It doesn't use every single
See,
piece,
when you sleep, the
but
mind
this is
shuts down
also
the body,
shown
so we
here.
don't act out in our dreams.
So there's the link. So this is, on the hard drop wiki. So it's published, it's known, but not very well known because people have covered the playing
You open
forever
your eyes, but you
technique,
can't move.
the different mechanical T-spin techniques. But this one I found in a list of T-spin openers is where I found it. And the ET cannon is in the E's, I believe. Yep, the only one in the E's. But there's all kinds of openers. There's many of them, but this one was particularly special because of how reliable it is. So that's basically it. And I actually would try to show you more
Expecting sleep.
in future future streams. I want to show more.
You see, when
But-
you sleep, the mind shuts down the body, so
but-
we don't act out in our dreams.
But my roommate is destroying my apartment and being very distracting right now, so I may have to cut this stream a little bit short. But it's the most reliable
You open your
Tetris
eyes,
opener
you
I
can't
have ever seen. And if I was to master and memorize more of these solutions, I could get unbelievable high scores, unlike ever before. It's also a matter of playing fast enough to achieve things in like the 2-minute ultra runs. So I want to do more in-depth videos, but I'll have to do it at a time when I'm here alone so that I can concentrate easier.
paralysis.
Maybe I'll get even 3 or more perfect
So when you
clears
sleep,
in a
the
row.
mind shuts down the body, so we don't act out in our dreams.
Yeah, my roommate is repeating that phrase over again about sleep paralysis. So, and I don't understand sleep paralysis. I
You
don't
open
have
your
that
eyes, but you
problem.
can't move.
I'm not sure how to handle this situation.
expecting sleep paralysis. You see, when you sleep, the mind shuts down the body so we don't act out in our dreams.
He usually gets over this after a while, but I'm too distracted to continue my Tetris live
You
stream.
open your eyes and you can't move.
Let me know if this video has been helpful. I also have a lot of gameplay videos that I published of me playing Tetris. And I'm hoping to do some more as I master the EPCAN even better. So I guess goodbye for now.
Sleep paralysis.